Hey, good morning, Mizzou fans. Gabe DeArmond here, PM in the AM for Thursday, July 10th. Look, a little bit more serious topic, well, a lot more serious topic here this morning. A lot of you guys probably saw yesterday, but for those of you who didn't, former Mizzou wrestler Ben Askren posted an update on social media. He posted it on his Instagram channel. It was also on Facebook. I found it at Home of Fight on X, but it is a 2 minute and 33-second video of Ben providing his own update for the first time since he got sick. For those who maybe haven't heard this or didn't know, Ben had I believe, a staph infection that led to pneumonia, put him in the hospital. Long story short, he had a double lung transplant. Uh, in his video yesterday, he said he does not remember really much of anything from May 28th to July 2nd. He lost 50 pounds in 45 days, said he got on the scale at 147 pounds a couple days ago. And also in the video says, I only died 4 times. And then says, with an amazing ability to have a little bit of a sense of humor, says that's not ideal, but his heart stopped 4 times. Look, I'm not trying to play doctor here and tell you if Ben Askren is out of the woods or not. I don't know anything about all of that, but Ben was, at least in my time back covering Mizzou, I think the first kind of non-mainstream sport athlete who really captured everybody's attention. I was in school at the same time as Christian Cantwell, and so that was certainly one of the first ones I remember. But as far as it, usually you have to be a football or a basketball player to get this widespread, everybody knows who you are and associates you with the school. Well, Ben didn't have to be that. He was a wrestler, and Missouri wrestling was good before him, but I think he was the first superstar, the first guy that made this one of the best programs in the country. He won back-to-back national titles. I remember being at a party at a friend's house, and I don't remember if it was his first or second one, but like we all stopped and went downstairs and watched Ben wrestle for a national title. And that is certainly not a thing that I would ever have paid attention to in the past and had ever paid attention to in the past. But that was kind of the weight that Ben Askren carried among Mizzou fans and certainly among college wrestling fans as well. And really just kind of the embodiment, right, of this like masculine He-Man in incredible shape, and then became a UFC fighter and all that. And now to at 40 years old for him to have lost 50 pounds being certainly, like, not exaggerating, saying on death's doorstep is shocking. I think the video, again, you can find it on Ben's Instagram page. It's, I believe there's a Facebook link. You can find it at Home of Fight on Twitter. If you haven't seen it, I will tell you, like, it is really tough to watch and also really good to see. I think at the same time, like it's that it pulls you both ways, because I think it really drives home how close Ben was to not making it to this point. It's not the guy you have in your mind. It's not the UFC fighter or the college wrestler. He's a different person right now. He said he's gaining a lot of strength. Everybody hopes to see Ben back to what he was, health wise and all that. But just for now, obviously, amazing news that he is still alive and able to provide that update. So a lot of you guys saw this yesterday. For those who didn't, I wanted to kind of bring your attention to it. I mean, I had gotten a couple texts just a couple weeks ago that said, "Whoa, I didn't even know Ben was sick. I didn't know anything was going on." So I think there are people out there who probably aren't aware of this. So wanted to bring your attention to that. Again, I think certainly a long road ahead of Ben, but at least on the way. And he says, I had the double lung transplant and got to the other side of it. So, hopefully good news lies ahead for Ben and his wife, Amy, and their family. So again, kind of a guy that I think in the last 25 years of Mizzou sports, like he might be on the Mount Rushmore of all sports, not just Mizzou wrestling. And that's saying something for a guy who wasn't in one of those two sports we always talk about and always follow. So I thought it was worth touching on Ben and pointing out his situation for those who might not have seen it. While you're here, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those things. Join us over at Power Mizzou for far less serious conversations, about recruiting and the football team and all of that. So appreciate you being here, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.